Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I am your host and stroke survivor, Jerry Wald. And hopefully all of you are doing great. And I see Kevin and Doug. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Um, anyway, um, again, thank you for being here. I want to do this topic um, this morning, which is to me is really important. It's just how to live after having a stroke, like reclaiming your life with purpose and possibility. As you know, living after a stroke is not about returning to your old self. It's about embracing the new version of you. Um, what one shaped by resilience, adaptability, and hope. While recovery varies from person to person, as we know, every stroke is different. There are core areas each of us can focus on to lead a meaningful life. So, exactly, accepting the new normal. Um, that's really a good one. After a stroke, your body and your brain may not work the same way. I think this is common. You might move slower, um, need assistance, or experience, which is a big one, experience emotional and cognitive changes. Um, and really, acceptance doesn't mean, you know, giving up or you gave up. That's nothing like that. So it means acknowledging where you are so you can build from there. Um, and I'll got an itchy nose. But anyway, let's see here. Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Um, Catherine, if I miss you guys, some of the folks that are here, I apologize. But Catherine, Doug, Colleen, and Colleen, we'll look forward to having you on the show next week, and Doug as well. So looking forward to that. So let's get back to some tips that I think are really important. Give yourself time to grieve the loss of your old abilities. That doesn't mean giving up at all. Uh, and I always say it's okay to ask for help. Talk to a counselor or go to a support group. That's really important. I know there's just a ton out there. And just celebrate those little wins, those milestones. Brushing your teeth. I mean, these little things. Walking a few steps. And those are things. And a really important part of this whole deal is building a daily routine. Usually, when I ask a question to a survivor that I interview, that's one of the things I say is, do you have a daily routine? Because structure helps reduce fatigue, which mine is kind of gone. No more fatigue like I used to have in the beginning. Fatigue, anxiety, and confusion. A routine also boosts your independence. That's a really big one. I mean, let's just say in the beginning, include in your day of building a daily routine, morning hygiene, self-care. I think that should be number one. And then schedule therapy or exercise. Another thing that's really important. Um, another really important one. I think they're all important. Take time for rest and mental breaks. Social interaction, like virtual, like we do here. Calming a calming bedtime routine. Um, and I just go see here. I made some things here. John Prince, good morning, Catherine. Getting my emotion under control is big I think for a lot of us. It is, Catherine. That's a big, huge one there. Here's another tip. Prioritizing rehabilitation. Oof, that's a big word there. Therapy is not just about getting stronger physically, but it's about training your brain to rewire itself. Neuroplasticity. That's a big one. It's a huge one. Types of rehab that you may need, I may need, which I'm on this a lot. So it's physical therapy for balance and routine, balance and strength. And if you see, I made a video trying to get some of my balance things that I didn't. My therapist videoed me doing some balance pods. I tell you that stuff is really good. So balance and strength. And then OT, relearn daily tasks. Um, Speech therapy. In the beginning, it was for me. What is it? Improved communication and swallowing. I'm not sure how many people out there have issues right now with swallowing. That's another huge one there. So for speech therapy, cognitive therapy. I probably don't do enough of this. I'm not sure if you guys do. Manage memory, problem solving, or attention. You know, your progress rehab may feel um, you may feel that it's slow, but that's what matters is consistency. So like having a daily routine that should be very important there. Um, and then I think Catherine, you mentioned managing emotional and mental health, huge. And I think we all, some people don't want to talk about it, but it's okay. It's okay to ask for help. You know, a lot of stroke survivors, not a lot, often face depression, anxiety, mood swings, or post-stroke fatigue. In the beginning, huge. So these are real, and deserve care. Really, very important. What else here? There was, so here's some tips on how to cope with this. Practice mindfulness, or even meditation. Take It's a little iffy here, but take prescribed medication if it's needed. Um, and I think I talked the other day. Oh no, this was on a support group I was in yesterday. I always, if your doctor prescribed you some meds, I always go to my pharmacist and ask them. I don't know how you guys do it, but for me that's really important. Just to Faisal, good to see you. And swallowing some time. Hey, Tom, nice to see you. Delight, nice to see you. Good evening, and from Ireland. I love it. Um, for you, do right, my friend. Lindora, nice to see you there. And Kevin Loftus, good to see you. And Stephen Albright, if I've missed you, I apologize, but I'm not trying to. Just trying to really concentrate on me because I know memory for me is so. Ask your doctor about seeing a psychologist. They, like I mentioned a little bit ago, it's okay to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that. Journal your feelings. Huge. I don't do that. I don't journal some of the stuff, but another one, like I mentioned a little bit ago, join stroke survivor communities, either online or local. And I do both, which is great. So you're not weak for needing support. I mean, you're human. Um, that's huge. Finding new purpose. Um, Maybe your old job, for me, and maybe your old job isn't possible now, or a hobby feels out of reach. But this is also an opportunity to discover something new. I saw some people out there saying they now learn how to paint. Awesome, that's good. About I'm sorry, I'm reading some comments here. I'll bring yours up there, Stephen. So you say those that don't want to talk about it are often the ones need to talk about it. I'm with you 100% on that. That's very, very true, Stephen. I like that. So, like I said, here's some ideas that are just about finding new purpose. This one in the beginning, not me, but me now, volunteer with stroke or disability groups. That's awesome. Here's one here. This is one I researched. Start a blog or a podcast and or YouTube channel about your journey. And that's why these are done, just to do that. Mentor other stroke survivors. I always say, if you want to reach out to me, I mean, if you just want to have a little 5-minute chat, I'm all up for it. Excuse me. Explore art, music, or adaptive adaptive sports, right? Learn a new skill at your own pace. Purpose fuels healing. It does make you feel better. Because again, I was lost for I don't know how many years, lost, didn't want to do anything. And I've said it 1,000 times. If I repeat myself, I apologize. I was embarrassed in the beginning that I had a stroke. Wow, but that's true. That's how I felt. Those are one of the yeah. So a lot of people they don't they don't want to talk about it. Now, Stephen, that was a perfect comment there. Another awesome one here is strengthening your relationships in general, not just your relationships. Stroke recovery can, as I'm sure a lot of people know this, it can strain relationships. Some people, I know, some people drift away. They may, while others may not understand what you're going through. So you got to keep your communication open, And here's some tips that will help, that could help. Well, will help. I think it will help. Explain your needs clearly and calmly. Invite loved ones to doctor appointments or therapy. I used to have I don't say the kids, spouse. I used to have my family, not all at one time. It's kind of overwhelming because of the HIPAA laws, but I used to have them go to me, go with to my appointments, and therapy. Therapy was awesome. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. It's a good one there. Don't be afraid about that. And here's a good one. Focus on people who lift you up. Lift you up. Same thing. And here, this one in the beginning of mine, home, living safely and independently. Because when I first did, I've tripped over my carpet. That's how I broke my hip. So simply change it, install the grab bars if you haven't done that or you need it in bathrooms. This was a huge one. Use non-slip, say carpet or mat, something like that. We did this too. Rearrange your furniture for easier movement. Another huge. And if you're really using mine's right side affected, use adaptive utensils, clothing, or technology. Ask. This has happened to me. Has anybody have this? Ask your OT therapist for a home safety assessment. We did that. I don't know if you've done that. Hey, Mike. Another good one, right? Yeah. So those that's really important. Let's see, what was the other one I was before I lose my space here. So the in home, have your OT, your therapist, come to your house and do a safety and assessment. Seeing, maybe she can see something that we don't see. Okay, staying hopeful, huge one, right? I mean, we have those tough days, mentally, emotionally, physically. But every day you show up, you're proving how strong you are. Huge one. My stroke changed my life. I'm sure you too, but it didn't end it. I found strength I never knew that I had. I mean, that was huge because I was lost. You're not defined by your stroke. You're defined by how you rise afterwards, right? A lot of us go through that. So, so that was a huge one there. So let's see. So in the beginning, how to live after your stroke, reclaiming your life with purpose and possibility. You gotta accept the new normal. But it changes. Things do get better. I mean, you may not think so in the beginning, but I can tell you, it does get better. Robin, nice to see you too. Mike, let's see. so I'm bringing up several different comments here, so I appreciate it. So you need to get another couch from my couch to the patio door to hold me up. Yeah, very important. Uh, I'm bringing these up now. So what I said is, so your PT wants to says you need to bad days to know what a good day is. Okay, that's good. That's good, Lynn. Nice to see you too. Um, uh, uh, it's easier if you can go to. I think if you go to YouTube and go to Let's Talk Stroke, that's where you'll find um, me. It's a little easier. I'm almost like kind of getting to YouTube more than Facebook. So, but that's just me. But I'm having trouble with your Facebook, a little with Facebook. Okay. So, like I said in the beginning, I'm just going to go over this first thing here, and that is, you've got to accept the new normal. Some people think, hey, I'm going to get better right away. I mean, 15 years, I've seen a huge change. Try to video record or record some of these some of the things that you're doing. You're going to inspire other people. Maybe you could learn from, maybe um, I could you we all can learn from somebody else posting a video that you didn't know. I didn't know some of these things. When I see some of these videos they're doing out there, you know, all of you who's doing that, like John Prince. I mean, the ones you're doing are really awesome. The ones I've been doing some of the ones that you're doing on the like the mat or the way the right leg down, trying to loosen it up and stretch. Huge. So after a stroke, like I said, accepting the new normal. After a stroke, your body and brain may not work the same way. Uh, you may move. You might. And I don't. I don't. I don't. I'm not negative at all. I'm really positive. But might move slower. Need assistance. You probably have to in the beginning walk with a cane, a walker, a wheelchair. Um, Been there, done that. Still, sometimes I get my cane if it looks like I'm not doing great. So you may, like I say, you might move slower. You're going to need some assistance in the beginning or experience. I don't know how many people don't experience after a stroke the emotional and cognitive changes. Like I said in the beginning when I started today, acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It means you're acknowledging who you are and where you are, so you can build from there. Huge one there. To me, that was a big one. The emotional part, it was tough, right? So let's see, Robin. I am here on the. Yeah, I can see that, Robin. Yes, thank you. And if you haven't done it, please subscribe. Uh, the little notification. If you don't want to just subscribe, that's okay too. But just hit the like button or notification so you know when I go live. Tuesday and Thursdays, 10 a.m. Central Time. So and next week, two guests will be sharing their journeys. Yeah, I'll be promoting that next week, the beginning of Monday, very early morning. So, and tune in, check out their story. Very inspiring. So we'll promote that Monday and um, Wednesday for both shows. And then the following week, we're going to have a big roundtable. So if anybody wants to join us and talk stroke, and so if you want to send me a message, and love to have you on. I could put 10 of you on, including me, 10. So please do not hesitate. Reach out, and then we'll have a great conversation. Maybe learn things differently, which is great. So and I appreciate you guys being here and always supporting uh, supporting this channel. I love doing this now. It's just, well, I have for a while. Um, Okay, my Doze Megan, buy his book. I've learned to adjust my regular chores and other things to fit my new lifestyle. Really, don't have any changes to the apartment. Slow down. Yes, you are. Thank you guys for jumping on YouTube. Perfect. So if you're jumping on for the first time, you haven't subscribed, please do. Um, it's growing, and I appreciate it. Close to 2,000 subscribers. But anyway, I wanted to make this a quick little um, topic, which is really what is it? How to live after a stroke. I covered, I think, about 8 topics, uh, and some ideas what I know of, which everyone's different. So, but in the beginning, I know this is I'm not negative, like I said. You have to get kind of give yourself some time to grieve the loss of your old abilities, but that doesn't mean you can't do them. You have to work. You have to work hard. If you're doing your therapy, I was told in the beginning you have to do at least 3 times a day the same thing, and I've seen a huge difference. You sometimes go those little cycles where you go not plateau. That's a bad word. Sorry. You go through those times when you dip down and you kind of get a little complacent. Then you got to shake it off and you got to shake it off. That's all I can say there. But anyway, that's awesome. So let's see, Lenore. I've learned so much from this community on staying positive. Hey, me too. Um, Me too. I love this community. Brad, good to see you. Um, yeah. So if you do go, um, I'd love to have everybody pop onto YouTube. Um, but anyway, you guys, it's been a great time with you guys, and always great to see your um, support like this. So, and I hope I've done you guys good for some of the topics that I pick, or I get from you. If you have any topics you want to talk about next week, the 2 spots, Tuesday and Thursday, will be is get in the funk, get in the funk. Yes, yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, if you have any topics you want to talk about, next week is filled up because of 2 guests that will be on. So I appreciate that. Um, Learn and exercise more and get better. Move slow now. Oh, I know. I'm going to therapy 2 days a week too. So, I'm doing that, which has been incredible, with my neural therapist. Awesome, awesome. I'm gonna have her get on my show sometime. So, anyway, you guys, I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you guys all have a great. Let's just since I don't go tomorrow on my show, Tuesday and Thursdays is when it's at. So I will see you next week. And again, feel free to reach out if you want to be on the show. Share your journey if you just want to be on, and we'll uh, we'll uh, we'll talk next week. So Catherine, these videos always help me and my day. Hey, be positive, Catherine, and we'll have a great time. Get you back or have you on. We'll just I'm happy that it helps. That's what this is all about. If we can inspire one person, we did our job. So have a great Thursday, uh, 19 Juneteenth. I can't say it. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you, Kevin. Take care. We'll see you all next. Um, uh, yeah, it was a long time ago, Stephen. We'll talk about if you're still making comments. Um, please do. I'll respond. And Doug, see you on Tuesday. Doug Monroe will be on the show. So let's all really welcome Doug. Um, welcome Doug next on Tuesday. he'll be on. So we'll learn about Doug